Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Dylan here. We have a major update today with Nikki Haley that you do not want to miss, okay? This sick woman just responded to Donald J. Trump and Donald Trump's criticisms of her. So we're gonna dive into that. But before we do, as always, we're gonna read the Bible and pray because God comes first. Amen? Comment amen down below if you believe that God comes first. Happy New Year. Happy January 6th. Today is the day that I believe Trump does get certified today, right? It's kind of nuts saying that. Happy January 6th because today, has a kind of a bad connotation, but Congress is meeting to certify Trump's election victory today. So major updates there, but let's read the Bible. Let's get started. Here we go. This is Deuteronomy 31. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Amen. So comment amen down below, my brothers and sisters. Nikki Haley has officially responded after Donald J. Trump says she will not be a part of his new cabinet. Says she wishes him great success. Nikki Haley wrote that she wishes President-elect Trump quote-unquote, great success. Nikki Haley, a Republican who ran against President-elect Trump months ago, responded after he publicly announced that she would not be joining his administration. Responding in an equally public format, Nikki Haley wrote that she wishes him great success. I was proud to work with President Trump defending America at the UN, she wrote in an X post. I wish him and all who serve great success in moving us forward to a stronger, safer America over the next 4 years. How crazy is that? Nikki Haley's gracious response came after Trump took to truth to frankly state that U.S. Ambassador to UN, as well as former Secretary of State and CIA Director Mike Pompeo, would not be participating in his new cabinet. I think it's actually pretty interesting that Trump grouped both of them together. It's like Nikki Haley and Mike Pompeo, we don't want you here, right? Because if you recall, Nikki Haley actually slammed Tulsi Gabbard. Look at this here. Nikki Haley slammed Tulsi Gabbard as Trump's pick for spy chief. She does really not like Tulsi Gabbard. So it's like, what is Nikki Haley doing? She also slammed RFK Jr. saying that, oh, well, he doesn't have a lot of healthcare experience. And I'm also slamming Tulsi Gabbard. Take a listen.
Tulsi Gabbard, Director of National Intelligence. Now, everybody loves that she is now saying she's a Republican. But I have always said, let's look at what they've said, what their actions are. DNI, that is the president's top intelligence advisor. It's supposed to fairly represent the views of 18 separate intelligence agencies and units. It has the authority over $100 billion annual U.S. spy budget. $100 billion U.S. annual spy budget. And it holds sway over which secrets we declassify. That's a big deal. This is a job for an honest broker without any pronounced policy biases. So hold that thought for a second.
Hold that thought, because I didn't realize Nikki Haley has her own freaking SiriusXM show now. I wonder how much money she got paid to this, and I wonder how much influence she has on her own show. Nikki Haley is hosting Nikki Haley Live on SiriusXM's Triumph channel. Triumph channel? Is that a play on words with Trump? Triumph channel? Or is that just coincidentally the name of the show? What? Nikki Haley analyzes and simplifies the week's most significant headlines. Who in their right mind would hire Nikki Haley to have her own show? What an idiot.
What are the facts about Tulsi Gabbard?
She's smart. She's intelligent. She has years and years of military experience working in combat zones as a medic. She's seen people get blown up. She has experience as a congresswoman. She's diverse. She is extremely smart. She's exactly what you probably wish you could be. She's probably jealous of Tulsi, honestly.
Opposed ending the Iran nuclear deal. She opposed sanctions on Iran. She opposed designating the Iran military as terrorists who say death to America every single day. She said that Donald Trump turned the U.S. into Saudi Arabia's prostitute. This is going to be the future head of our national intelligence. In Congress, Tulsi criticized Trump's authoritarian strike against Qasem Soleimani. Now, I will remind you, he was considered the master of death in Iran. She said he had no justification whatsoever for killing him. She tried to limit Trump's war powers against Iran. She tried to cut our annual defense budget so that we couldn't punish Iran and hinder their influence. Reminder, Iran is our #1 sponsor of terrorism, and Tulsi Gabbard was defending Iran. She went to Syria in 2017 for a photo op with Bashar al-Assad while he was massacring his own people. She said she was skeptical that he was behind the chemical weapons attacks. Now, this to me is disgusting because, Cheney, you and I were at the United Nations when Assad did those chemical attacks on those children. Yep. And you can go back and look at a speech I gave holding up pictures of dead children who had been killed by chemical attacks.
Yep, choked to death.
For her to say that Assad was not behind that, literally everything she said about that were Russian talking points.
What do you think about Nikki Haley, guys? Do you believe what she is saying about Tulsi Gabbard is true?
Every bit of that. That was Russian propaganda. After Russia invaded Ukraine, Tulsi Gabbard literally blamed NATO.
Huh?
Our Western alliance that's responsible for countering Russia. She blamed NATO for the attack on Ukraine. And the Russians and the Chinese echoed her talking points and her interviews on Russian and Chinese television. Tulsi Gabbard pushed for dropping charges against WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange and pardoning National Security Agency contractor Edward Snowden, both whom were accused of leaking highly sensitive U.S. secrets that put Americans in danger. She called for Trump to end the destructive trade war with China. So now she's defended Russia, she's defended Syria, she's defended Iran, and she's defended China.
Damn, she really does not like Tulsi Gabbard at all. Nikki Haley, she's one of the only people who I've seen come out so hard against Trump's picks, who's a Republican, right? Because Nikki Haley also slammed Trump's pick of RFK Jr., right? Nikki Haley issued a scathing takedown of Trump's picks, including Tulsi Gabbard and quote-unquote liberal RFK Jr. Look at this. Nikki Haley launched into a blistering critique of Trump's cabinet picks, Tulsi Gabbard and RFK Jr., slamming the former as a Russian, Iranian, Syrian, Chinese sympathizer. The former UN ambassador in Trump's first administration raised major concerns about Tulsi Gabbard and RFK Jr., who was nominated Health and Human Services Secretary. Haley first torched Tulsi Gabbard. She also said that, let's get into the RFK Jr. spot. RFK Jr. Turning her attention towards RFK Jr., Haley branded the Kennedy family's scion a liberal whose healthcare inexperience may be costly to the nation. He's a liberal Democrat environmental attorney trial lawyer who will now be overseeing 25% of our federal budget and has no background on healthcare. Do we actually have the Nikki Haley slams RFK Jr.? Do we have that as well or no? I'm not sure if we have the clip of her slamming RFK Jr. or if we just have this here. But either way, she went on to say that, so some of you may think RFK is cool. Some of you may like that he questions what's in our food, but we don't know when he is given reins to an agency what decisions he's going to make behind the scenes. Yeah, she really does not like Trump's cabinet pick. But at the same time, you know, she's coming out to endorse Trump. You know, Nikki Haley, she's also coming out in a huge fashion to help try to get TikTok banned, which is crazy because Trump is currently trying to save TikTok. So she's going way out of her way to try to ban the very thing that Trump literally just wrote a letter to the Supreme Court to try to save. Did you guys see this?
How would you feel if someone was standing over you, looking at everything on your phone? How would you feel if someone was paying attention to how you think, what you watch, and what you do with your phone? How would you feel if you knew that was the Chinese military? That is TikTok. That's the dangers of TikTok. And not only that, they influence what you see, and they try and change your way of thinking on how you see the world. We need to ban TikTok once and for all. Get the Chinese military out of our way. Let's not help an enemy. Ban TikTok today.
Yeah, ban TikTok today. Look, there are bigger things. Trump is trying to save TikTok. Trump is going way out of his way to save TikTok. Look at this. Trump tries to save TikTok from the law. He wrote a letter. Yeah, he files a Supreme Court bid to save TikTok. So what the hell are you doing, Nikki Haley? Trump, like, one of the main things Trump's trying to do real quick is save TikTok. And now you're coming out and trying to get it banned? It's like, we all know that that TikTok is not good. There are security concerns here. But at the same time, Trump used TikTok to win the election. And Trump is trying to make a deal. He wrote the book, Art of the Deal. He's trying to get it delayed because they're trying to ban it. I don't know if you guys know this, but Biden signed off on a bill that would ban TikTok on January 19th, the day before Trump would take office. It was one of his last hurrahs. Oh, let's ban TikTok. Trump, all he wants to do is have the Supreme Court delay it so that when he becomes president, when the real men show up, they can strike a deal so that TikTok can still stay alive while the TikTok US would be owned by a US company. Nikki Haley's a complete idiot by coming out right now and saying, oh, let's ban TikTok. It's like, that's what the Democrats want. So what are you? You say you're a Republican, but now you're pushing this narrative from the Democrats that the Democrats want to ban TikTok right now? I don't get it. So anyways, let me know your thoughts down below with Nikki Haley. Take care. God bless. We'll talk soon. Bye now.